A lot of men don't like strong women because it requires them to be a man. Not a boy who wants attention, not a guy who wants control, a real, grounded, strong man. And y'all just can't deal with it.
I just want to preface this by saying not all men, but men. Last night, this guy literally stopped dead in his tracks when I was trying to get out of some place. And he said, "You have pretty eyes." And I said, "Leave me alone." And he's like, "You want me to leave you alone? You want me to leave you alone?" And I was like, "Yes, leave me alone." So I felt super uncomfortable, went back in, didn't know what to do, called my other friend. He was there within 2 minutes, and he came and picked me up, and then he helped me out and walked me to where I needed to go. So yeah, not all men, but it's always men. That was terrifying. And that's just like a daily occurrence of just being a woman. And I'm grateful I have good male friends in my life who will protect me. But at the same time, it's just terrifying to exist, to show up, to just go anywhere. Like, it's crazy. Don't feel safe.
This one is for all the guys out there. I'm gonna tell you a secret that us women do not want you guys to know. But I'm gonna tell you because it will benefit you. This is part 2. We like it when you make us feel safe. And the only way to make us feel safe in a relationship with you is for you to be the man, is for you to take the lead, is for you to be that strong masculine figure in our lives. And when us women feel safe in a relationship with you, we can relax, we can calm down, and we can let our feminine energy take over. We can actually be the most feminine version of ourselves instead of showing up with masculine energy.
Is anyone else on Black Pill, Looksmaxer, TikTok, like dude Looksmaxers? Because I literally ended up on that TikTok and now it's my entire For You page and I can't look away and I'm trying to understand. And like, I feel like I'm also a Looksmaxer, but like not extreme like that, because like extremism really scares me. But I need to know, is anyone else with me?
Okay, so this video is not intended to throw any shade at any men, but I definitely want to put these statistics out there and maybe start a little bit of a conversation. So hold on. So this applies to men that are on dating websites. So men that are on dating websites reportedly swipe on 46% of all women's profiles that are shown to them. So basically a man goes on to a dating site and he has his criteria. So 46% of the women that meet his base level criteria, he's swiping on. Statistically, only 10% of those swipes actually turn into matches in which a woman accepts that match. So of that 10% of women that match with a man, only 50% of those matches actually lead to a conversation. So they may match and only half of them actually lead to them actually starting to communicate. And only 20% of those conversations actually lead to an in-person date between a man and a woman. So, in essence, a man has to actually swipe on 200 to 300 women to actually get one in-person date. So I really think the question here is, if a man has to do so much work and put so much effort on a dating site to actually connect and start dating a woman, the odds are not in anybody's favor here. Why do men continue to want to play the field, date multiple women, not pursue a woman? The odds are in a woman's favor that she is going to easily connect with multiple men, and one of those men is actually going to get it and put in effort, pursue her, text her, set dates up, plan dates, pick her up, do all the things that we know that guys should be doing. Why are guys just not doing it? Aside from the fact that maybe that woman is crazy and the guy decided, hey, no, red flags, I don't want to mess with her, but why?
She is projecting. She labels herself strong to hide the fact she can't cooperate with a man, can't be led and can't regulate her own emotions, so she calls every man who walks away a boy. She is convinced men fear her strength, when in reality, they just don't want to argue with someone who treats every relationship like a UFC title match. We are not scared, we are just selective.
Facts.
A man tells her she has pretty eyes, a harmless normal compliment, and she instantly snaps into DEFCON 5 mode. And notice the hypocrisy. She is terrified of men while relying on a man to feel safe. She generalizes men while depending on them in moments of perceived danger. She says, not all men, but always men, which is just a poetic way of admitting emotional reasoning has replaced logic.
She's crazy.
The funniest part about her secret is that she genuinely believes her femininity is something a man has to activate for her, like she's a broken lamp waiting for the right electrician. She's saying, I can only be feminine if he's masculine enough, which already tells you she isn't feminine to begin with. A truly feminine woman doesn't need a man to unlock anything. A true feminine woman is already soft, warm, nurturing, receptive, regardless of whether a man is leading or not. What she's describing is conditional femininity. I'll act feminine once he becomes a superhero. But that's not femininity, that's emotional dependence, and it exposes the truth. She's the masculine one, she's the chaotic one, she's the aggressive one, and she wants a man to compensate for the parts of herself she refuses to work on. If she needs a man to completely change before she can act feminine, then she was never feminine. She was just waiting for someone else to fix her. And men don't have time for that.
You're a damaged goods lady.
She's on here talking about looksmaxing like she just discovered a new philosophy, while wearing a full face of makeup, contour, blinding white teeth, Botox, the whole starter pack. Men didn't invent looksmaxing. Women are the original looksmaxers. Women have been optimizing, enhancing, filtering, and reshaping themselves since forever. And now she's trying to understand the phenomenon she's been participating in since age 14.
Poor, deluded females.
She's confused because men finally stopped volunteering for the trap. She's looking at those dating app stats like they're some mystery, when the truth is simple. Men assessed the risk to reward ratio and woke up. Why should he court a woman who's statistically more likely to leave him, divorce him, take half, and justify it with, I felt unfulfilled? She's asking, why don't men pursue anymore? Because men learned pursuit leads straight into a courtroom. She's asking, why don't they plan dates? Because women prove they don't commit, they upgrade. She's saying women have endless options, yeah, and that's exactly why men aren't investing. In today's market, she hasn't earned loyalty and she hasn't earned the risk. And men finally realise that the smartest move is to stop playing a game where the house always wins and the man ends up bankrupt. So men went their own way and took the red pill.
Of course!
Real men of genius.